across the ring in the blue corner from East Ringwood. Samantha and Keith Ellis working in the corner. And Mick Gaither, good evening, Mick. Here comes the defending champion, Matthew Paulley. Members of the Professional Boxing and Combat Sports Board at ringside, Chairman Bernard Balmer, Bob Todd, Scott Brower, Malcolm McGuinness, and Mark McCarthy, your Executive Director. Ringside physician, Dr. John Jury. Judges for our championship fight, David Wignall, Andrew Campbell, and Aninga Williams at the bell, Damien Membry. Outwardly on behalf of Murray Thompson's Punch Up or Shut Up, our main event, Hard Knocks at Fort Knox on this Friday night. Ladies and gentlemen, before we introduce the fighters, could you be please upstanding for the Australian National Anthem? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Bradford Gully, the ANBF National Secretary, will present the championship belt, which we need back at ringside. It's there, it's back. Ladies and gentlemen, the Fighters Factory, Murray Thompson proudly presents the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the Australian Junior Welterweight Championship. 12 rounds, the maximum journey of boxing. At Fort Knox on this Friday night, 12th big Fighters Factory promotion. Ladies and gentlemen on the site, where legends are made, let's get ready to rumble! Here we go, Stab, with our main event. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first on my right, occupying the blue corner, Kevin Marks, Mick Gaither in the corner from East Ringwood, Victoria. He is aiming to win back the Junior Welterweight Championship that he won in this ring 2 years ago against Dindoy Kanoi. Ladies and gentlemen, 13 fights, 7 wins, 1 draw, 5 losses. 5 big wins coming by way of knockout. Recently challenged for the WBF World Championship in New Caledonia. Also this year in Osaka, Japan, fought a great battle. Ladies and gentlemen, scaling 63.10 kilograms. Ladies and gentlemen, East Ringwood's Victoria's wearing blue and red, the Macho Man, Stephen Marks. And across the ring, occupying the red corner on my left, with Bluey McGrory from Robina, Queensland, with Raina Farmako at ringside. Ladies and gentlemen, in a distinguished amateur career, 120 fights, 106 wins. Ladies and gentlemen, in a record-breaking professional career, 4 bouts, 4 wins, winning a championship against Jim Savage last year. Tonight, making his second defense of this crown. Ladies and gentlemen, scaling 63.95 kilograms, blue trunks with white trim. Would you welcome from Robina, Queensland, the Silent Assassin, defending champion, Matthew Paulley. Jim Boland, here we go, Jim. It's showtime at Fort Knox.
Okay, boys, welcome to the centre ring for 12 rounds of championship boxing. I've spoken to both in the dressing room. We know they expect a good, clean fight. Obey my instructions at all time. In case of a knockdown, the neutral will in the one behind me. Now, any questions from your chief seconds? Okay, let's get it on, mate. This man.
Well, we're looking for an action-packed final event here tonight. The Australian Junior Welterweight title fight, 12 3-minute rounds. Matthew Paulley from Queensland up against Stephen Marks, who's just fought in Japan from Victoria. And, of course, the Junior Welterweight champ is Paulley. Got it very quickly in about 2 or 3 fights at pro level. Went there the quick way. And Stephen Marks is ranked number 3 as a welterweight. Doesn't feature in the junior welter ranks. He's come down in bodyweight, and it should be an absolutely fantastic finish to what's been an enormous night here, Fighters Factory. And Gus, they've moved into action pretty quickly here.
Yes, they have. This Matthew Paulley is a pretty sharp customer. 120 amateur fights and 4 pros, winning 3 of them by knockout. And you say that he has experience over the very tough Stephen Marks. Stephen had a loss, unfortunately, in Noumea last his fight when he got cut badly in the eye. But he had knocked the guy down, was winning the fight, and his eye was cut, and that was that. And he made a big hit in Japan. On every trip there, he's fought their tough guys. So his level of competition in pro might be a bit better.
Yeah, fantastic. And what a great matchup this is for the Australian Junior Welterweight title here. And Brian Butler, both these boys looking pretty fit here tonight.
Yeah, looks like a great matchup, Stephen. I watched Matthew Paulley sparring Julian Holland down at the Fighters Factory when he was down here to defend against Darren Miller. It's a fight he started off quite slowly but stormed home to stop Darren.
Darren was, Paulley put in an enormous night against Darren that night. I've had him a long way ahead on points after just 6 or 7 rounds.
Certainly did, and he was doing some damage towards the end of that fight. He starts punching harder later on in the rounds.
He certainly does. Now these boys are starting to limber up here now. They're just sorting each other out in this round. Gus, not a great deal happening.
Nothing much happening. I got the edge at this point to Paulley, actually. He's doing some nice things and he's making Stephen miss. And he's landing the punches of his own, so it's quite interesting. He's in the southpaw stance at the moment, and
very
that
sharp
might give him a
mover,
little
Gus.
Sharp mover. Very sharp mover,
very
Brian
sharp
said.
mover. Very, very clever sort of
very clever.
fighter. And being in a southpaw stance might cause Steve a little bit of trouble too.
He doesn't wear a lot of those punches flush, so he's catching most of them on the gloves.
That's true.
He's got a good eye for me.
And that right hand got home on Paulley from Stephen.
And the jab.
And he like a little bit of a hook over that lead right hand.
Yeah,
see what he
pushes
should
it out
do.
nicely to a very accurate punch, that straight right.
Take nothing away from Stephen Marks. He's had some great fights over the years. a little bit of worry against him. It was Cisco Karoy. He broke his hand back in about 97, and he was out of the game for a while.
Had a
stepped up to welterweight, and Julian Holland was just a bit too big for him. But now he's back in his own weight division and trying to get his title back.
Yeah, that's not a bad thing. He had a big fight with Lincoln Stewart a couple of years ago out at the Hungarian club, Stephen Knox, which went the distance and was very close. Now, Paulley there had a driving right hand before. Oh, got down very low, Paulley. He's got good lateral movement, Paulley. And
certainly has.
He's like a spring heel cat. He is. Clubbing right hand on the top of the scone of Stephen Knox, Gus.
Yes, he got it. I'm going to have to give him the round, to tell you the truth. I think he just he shaded that round. Stephen, I don't know, Stephen didn't get together on that, I didn't think. Of course, he's feeling the guy. The guy's a southpaw. Stephen's figuring him out, seeing what he can do with him.
That's correct. I think Stephen's got the stronger punch of the two here. As you said, Gus, he did land the right hand a couple of times. But when Paulley gets stung, he fires straight back. So
he does, yes.
Unlike the other fight we watched with the southpaw and the orthodox, which was very awkward, this fight is flowing on.
Yes, it is. It's moving along pretty nicely. I'm amazed at his skill with, but the amateur career has been great for him, of course, obviously.
Paulley, yep.
He's got a little something that you miss seeing in the pros too. He's come in. This is his fifth pro fight tonight, and he looks like a pro.
Yes. Yep, he certainly looked that way till he fought Darren Miller, Paulley. He looked to be extremely well suited.
Both fighters susceptible to cuts, so we'll see how that transpires.
I hope that doesn't stop this, because it's too bad to lose a fight on cuts in a big fight like this.
Especially Australian title.
Yeah, you would like to see that in a title bout, of course. Paulley there with some right hand around that, missed on Marks, and both boys again having a good look. Marks tries to dive in underneath there with the right hand, right hand drive into the body. Didn't quite make it there.
Oh, that's good. You see, that's good. Paulley is making a miss and then making him pay for it. Didn't that time, though.
There's a tidy worker, Matthew Paulley.
Oh, yeah. Very well at the moment, and Mark's not to be taken away with theirs, moving pretty well now. He's starting to go up a notch, I think. He looks a little bit better than the first round, I think, at the moment.
Yeah, he's doing a bit more. You know, they say there's two ways to fight a southpaw. One way is to hook over his lead right hand, and the other is to throw right hand straight into the body. Stephen is throwing that left hand over Paulley's right hand, and he's throwing it to the body, too. So,
well, that'll be interesting to see how that transpires as it goes. So that's a driving sort of a straight right, which telegraphed that, and Paulley was way out of there. Oh, nice moving in.
Nice left hand from Matthew Paulley.
Very nice.
Ooh, nice right hand. A bit of glove in there.
Plenty of power in that one.
Yep. I think it bounced ricochet that came from the glove.
Oh,
he's
bleeding, Matthew.
Yeah, oh, he's bleeding too.
Oh,
boy.
I think it was from that punch.
That could have been a punch that did that.
It must have been that hard punch then. Could have, as it was coming through onto the jaw, bounced off the glove as it was coming through, ricocheted straight into the corner of the eye. And you were right, Brian, about Paulley being a bleeder. He did bleed in the Darren Miller fight, I think, if I remember rightly.
If they stop it now, it's a technical draw, of course.
Dr. Jory is having a good look at that, and Paulley convinced the doctor that I'm okay. It's to the side of the eye. Now, that might change Paulley's tactics here, Gus. He may decide that he's going to have to motor along a bit quicker now. And
I think he'd have to go for the doctor.
Yeah.
But the trouble is, Stephen is so tough, you know. He's not going to get out of there easy.
It's a nasty cut. I think it's bleeding from the side.
It gives a good target for Stephen, though.
Oh, does he ever? And
does it look like Stephen has a little nick under his
left eye? He's got a nick there as well, I think. Yeah.
I thought it might have been a blood from his opponent.
It looks like a little nick, Gus.
Yeah, oh, that was a bit low, I think, maybe. Hit the ass and Jim Bolton rested, but up he has bleeding from the eye, Stephen Marks. He is cut. And both boys here. Both
boys bleeding and both banging away. Paulley getting the better of this.
Oh, Paulley with some big punches there, but unfazed as Marks.
His hands together and said, let's get going.
Oh, unfazed by that, Stephen Marks, by that artillery charge from Paulley.
Make a war of it, really.
Oh, I've got to. That cut of Paulley's, I think, might be more than one position now. I'm not sure. There goes the bell. Oh, and the low one at the bell. And Paulley comes back. I'll have a good look at this.
That's a tough one.
That's a shocker, that. It's not good. The doctor will have a look at both these boys, but more so is he coming straight round to Paulley's corner. I can't see from here about how bad that is.
I can't see it either. It's blocked. The cornerman is blocked.
Not a bad cut.
Gee, was he going to need more than the normal breaking around to get that together, I would think, at the moment. He's got the adrenaline 1,000 to 1 in there. He's working away.
And they use the pressure, too. Should use plenty of pressure in there.
Yeah, that's what it is, pressure, is it? And,
yeah, gets plenty of pressure. When you see it, they press that cotton tip in there, and they really press it in deeply. What's happening here?
Compress it. And say,
Keith Ellis Senior working on
Jimmy.
On Stephen Marks'
Jimmy.
cut, and we have Greg Brogan working on Matthew Paulley.
Let's hope that medical work from both boys can do the job here, because we wouldn't want to see the title fight end early, as we said, due to eye cuts and Paulley.
Good left hand.
I think you'll find Paulley now. Paulley's going to go. He's going to go to town now.
Up with him, though.
Well, Marks
He's
would
going to have to keep her going, because Paulley got off so hard. He's out to finish this.
Yes.
He's out to hurt Stephen to finish it.
And he's getting through with some of those shots, but Stephen's not to be denied. He's coming straight back.
Matthew Paulley came out like the proverbial Southern Aurora at the start of that round and tried to go straight through Stephen Marks with a full range of shots.
Stephen's a tough kid. He's not going to be denied, but I think Paulley's got a little class.
Nice
It's a beautiful punch, that. Marks is as tough as teak, though. He's a hard man to put down the canvas. I don't think I've ever seen him put down.
The Japanese think he's wonderful because he's so tough up there when he fights. They're good guys.
The toughest
up there.
boys. Yeah. Oh, good punch from Marks there, land on the jaw of the facial region of the Paulley. A bit of a drip of blood there, but the medical work of the Paulley camp has held up so far this round pretty good, I'd say.
Just a little trickle there, but they've closed it up pretty well.
Yeah, they've done a great job. But the Marks' eye starting to reopen, although he's got the benefit of the Keith Ellis one in the corner. Best cut man in the game, they say, some of them.
Yep. Ooh, that hurt.
Victorians sticking together down here.
Hear from his corner that they think Matthew's boxing beautifully. He is boxing beautifully.
He is. He's a beautiful fighter.
He's under stress with that cut. He's with a very tough kid in there. And this is only his 5th pro fight, but he shows Marks have been a real champion.
Oh, yeah.
Got to get some hooks on that eye of Marks's to even up the score a little bit, I think.
The mental composure of Paulley in such circumstances is second to none.
And he whacks pretty hard for a lot. He's quite a lightly built fella.
Yeah.
He's a hard puncher for a junior welterweight.
That was
a big uppercut there.
Yes. And Marks now, all trying to work at the body. Trying to get underneath and around the top end there of Paulley.
Look at that eye again. Right hand.
Oh, yes, he aimed one straight at it. In fact, he did hit the eye then, Marks, with a good directed punch there.
Don't stop it, Jimmy.
Opened it right back up again. And that Paulley's face now, a mask of blood.
Yeah, well, I don't know what
It's not in his eye, though. It's actually down his cheekbone.
Yes, but Boland's going to have a look at it, though.
Going to step in.
He's worried about it. No, Boland said he's okay to go on, and no doubt he is, Matthew Paulley. And that the doctor is having a look, as is Keith Ellis one over there, senior, having a good look at him as well. All eyes on the eye of Matthew Paulley.
Well, it looks a bad cut because of the blood, but obviously it's not that bad. And it's not into his eye, it's on the side of his eye.
Yeah. And he's handling it remarkably well for a man of his stature, 5 professional bouts. And so the corner again.
I'll give that round chance to Paulley again.
Yeah, I gave it to Paulley.
Yeah, I'm afraid. Jimmy.
Just by an edge, Stephen Marks scoring the bigger punches in there, apart from that beautiful left uppercut we saw Matthew Paulley throw in there.
Jimmy, ball.
Seconds out, so round 4.
Okay, we find from Jimmy Boland that the cut on Stephen was a little bit of a head clash, and the first cut on Matthew was a punch. The second opened the cut and added another cut to it, was a headbutt. So
yeah, I thought he had 2 cuts in that eye.
Yeah, one's a punch, one's a headbutt. So it's an interesting situation now once they get out of the... They're into the 4th round now, so if a fight is stopped on cuts now, if the headbutt is responsible for those cuts originally, the fight goes to the scorecards. If the fight is stopped on a punch that opens a cut, of course, the winner of the fight by scorecard gets it.
You said that the punch on Paulley was the one that was the first one was the punch.
That was the big cut. The big cut was the punch that did it.
Stephen loading up with that right hand there, Marks.
Walked into it. Beautiful punch from Paulley was caught Knox off balance. Did it ever? Beautiful left hand it was, and Paulley, he's exquisite.
He's blocking those jabs from Stephen. Paulley blocking the jab from Stephen. Again, just blocked it, not getting there. He's got to land more. He's got to get in there and do some damage again.
Marks now tries to drive with the right into the body.
Stephen does have a tendency to tire over the 10 rounds, I've noticed.
Well, he's got 12 rounds to go tonight.
So watching him over 12 tonight.
Nice body punch there from Stephen Marks to the midsection of Paulley. He would have felt the sting of that.
Oh, he hit him again. He got a good punch in through the head from Stephen Marks. He's not doing bad in this round, actually.
Oh, missed again Marks with the right hand there. It's straight over the top. He telegraphed that. Paulley saw that coming.
See Stephen shaping up southpaw a little bit for a second or two there.
Yeah, I noticed that. Just trying to catch him off guard, I think, Gus.
Yeah.
Driving left into the midsection from Paulley. That was quick. It was good work, and Knox couldn't get out of the way.
Well, he's not landing as much. He looks like he's flurrying, but Stephen is not landing much.
No, he's not.
Paulie's scoring a lot of nice little shots inside.
Yeah, he's getting the work. He's getting in there. He's getting out of trouble as he goes. He's not getting back much at all, Gus. I agree with you there.
That's right. He's making Stephen miss, and he's making him pay. Oh, nice right. See that right hand straight to the body. But he has to pay for it again.
Nice little jab from Paulley caught Marks. He moving away was very nice. Oh, Paulley, good right hand on Knox at the finish of that exchange.
Oh, I think he flies it out.
Paulley cornering in, working hard here. Jim Boland coming over, have a look at the eye again. Get the feeling the condition here is stabilised somewhat, I think. The corner talking to Paulley.
Jimmy did decide to call the doctor in that
he must be happy with it.
Satisfied that it's going to close it sufficiently.
They're doing a pretty good job there, the corner.
And all they can use in that corner is adrenaline 1,000 solution to 1.
Yep.
And pressure, of course. A little bit of Vaseline to cover it up a bit. But
yep, some expert people at work here tonight, certainly with these medical skills.
It's a great company of Greg Grogan and Keith Ellis has been brought in.
It's a sort of recruiting coup of the night, Brian, isn't it, for that corner, for the Marks people?
It certainly is. Oh, nice right hand. Left hook, right hand
combination. Again to the right.
Marks trying to up the tempo here now on Paulley.
That's that five right hands in a row there.
Yeah.
Oh, big clubbing left hand to the midsection by Marks then on Paulley was, gee whiz, that they would have felt that. He's got a couple of those in so far, the last couple of rounds, Marks.
You've got to work at the body. You've got to slow the guy down a bit, of course. You can slow him down, but stopping that body a bit.
Yeah, that's what he'd be hoping. Pauley's a tough boy.
I noticed they have a female in in Paulley's corner also.
That's Rainmaker, Gus.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I see her now, yeah.
Former champion, yeah.
I see her now.
Oh, Marks over the top, just glances at Paulley. And flipped the gloves with that right hand, so not much effect there for Stephen Marks.
That cut has stayed pretty well. Just a little bit of a tickle from it. They've done a good job on that.
Yeah, Marks so far this round, Gus, I don't think he's got near that eye, and Paulley's been moving so well. And Paulley, good combinations to Marks. He's starting to exert authority here now, Paulley.
Yes, it's very difficult to find a way to give Marks a round so far, and I always look at it and say, am I missing something? Because he hasn't won a round yet, as far as I'm concerned.
I'm looking to give him one because he's the Victorian lad, but I've got the first one 10-9, the second one I'll give even, the third 10-9, and the fourth 10-9.
Yeah, well, I've got them all to Paulley so far. 10-9 all the way.
Paulley winning by a couple up so far on my card, and Gus, you've had a bit further ahead, I think.
Well, I have him winning every round, and Brian got him 1 round less, that's all. He had 1 round even, I had it win, so it's
the pattern of the fight starting to form, I think, Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a bit. I think at the moment, Paulley just...
Ooh, nice. But he took a right hand back and another one.
Being able to...
Stephen Marks opening up
Matthew Paulley. That was a beautiful punch, but gee whiz, he hit Paulley with a huge punch then, and Paulley hardly took a backward step, Brian.
Yeah, he's a tough kid.
Oh boy, he took that beautifully.
He's looking a little shocked. He's got no power in those punches there. Look.
Yeah, I think that got his attention there. I think this is one of the first rounds.
Stephen Marks is opening up now.
Yeah, he's coming in hard now, Marks. He's starting to up the tempo now to place the pressure on Paulley for probably the first time in a big way for the fight. And probably a Marks round, a better round
for Marks. I'll give that round to Stephen Marks.
Yes, I did too. I thought he did a much better job there.
Yep.
Doctor's coming over to look at Matthew Paulley's eye. And Stephen Marks is not going to have to worry too much about his cut. Well, I'll tell you what, it's a cat and mouse situation here. Both boys cut a little bit. When I say cut a little bit, Stephen is cut, but not wearing him too much. Paulley is more severely cut. So this cat and mouse game goes on.
Yep.
Seconds out, round 6.
Round 6 coming up now for this Australian title, junior welterweight title fight. Marks coming back out. Stephen Marks, Matthew Paulley comes in with the left hand, the straight left coming in there on Stephen Marks, but Marks holding his ground in the centre of the ring.
Yes, there hasn't been a punch landed yet, really. It's just they're sparring around. Oh, there's both of them landed.
Stephen Marks now looking to see if he actually had another cut. I don't think he has, but I was blood on the top of the nose, unless it splashed onto him. Don't know. But comes in hard now on Paulley. Beautifully diverted that trouble.
Yeah, Paulley leaned just slightly. Those punches just went fast.
Good lateral movement, Paulley. You've got good reflexes.
The durability starts to come into it now, I think, in this fight. That's where Stephen's experience is starting to show a little bit, I think. After a war over 8 rounds with Charles Bowe.
It's pretty strong, Stephen Marks. Strongest I've seen him look for a while, I think, in most of his fights. Now, Paulley coming in there. And then Marks towards the midsection. Got a left hand through. Oh, clubbing right hand from Paulley was a nice punch on Marks.
Oh, good punch to the body and to the head.
He's loading up now, Stephen, with that right hand. That's a definite.
Oh, yes. those body punches. I think they're starting to slow up Matthew just a little bit.
Yes, he's had a few land in there now in that area, and you've got to start feeling the punch there sooner or later, Gus, don't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. And Matthew's on the back move, so that says something.
Trying to weather the storm a bit at the moment, Matthew Paulley. You get the feeling?
Yes, I think that's what he's done. He got hit a couple of good shots there, particularly to the body, and was going to just regroup a little bit.
Yeah.
He missed both those punches. He's reaching too far now. And that's a sign, too, that the confidence is going just a little bit.
Yes. Knox coming in hard again, obviously directing his attack at that midsection as well.
It's interesting to watch fights because as long as you land with the knuckle part of the glove and the scoring part of the body, you gain points.
Yes.
And you see these guys, they're slightly missing or slightly pushing the punch off. They don't count. They got to land with the knuckle part of the glove and the scoring part of the body to get a point.
Yep, that's correct.
If the heads came together then, and that cut looks a bit worse.
Ooh.
Nice right hand from Stephen Knox, but Matthew
Paulley gets out of there beautifully.
Another one for Stephen.
There's a marked round.
Well, I've got a 2 points difference here with Matthew 2 points ahead.
Yep.
But Stephen's coming into it.
I do. I've got
It's the 8.56 Paulley.
Matthew Paulley 1 point ahead.
No, I got him 2 points ahead.
2 points up Paulley, yep.
I called that second round even.
Can't get a good look at that cut, really.
No, we've got the towel and doing the compression work there, Gus, and the adrenaline 1,000 to 1, and we can't get a view of that, but doing a great job, these boys here at the ringside.
Round 7.
Paulley camp to keep that.
Nice.
Big punch from March coming in straight
right over the right
from
hand.
the word go. A welcoming punch to start the 7th round here of this 12-round title fight. Australian junior welterweight title fight here at Knox, Fort Knox in Knoxville, Melbourne.
Another successful promotion by our young promoter here.
Yes, fantastic. Murray Thompson, very successful. He's done a great job, Gus. And he's the king of the eastern suburbs in Victorian boxing by a country mile.
He's bringing good fights to the crowds, and that's why he's got crowds.
Oh, he has. And Knox here now has opened up that eye cut again of the Paulley's. He got one of those big right hands in on there, that eye. And again, but not pouring into the eye. It's keeping out. Paulley going towards the midsection. Now he probably needs to up the tempo a bit now, Matthew Paulley, you'd think, after regrouping the last couple of rounds.
His caller actually calling him to come up to Stephen Knox.
Yep, he's going to have to.
He's letting Stephen take the play here.
Yep.
He is at that, yeah.
That's what you were saying before, Gus, about slight lack of confidence, perhaps with those body shots.
That's right. Starts to sap it just a little bit. The eye is bleeding again. Be interesting to see, if it's stopped by the cut that was the butt. Because he has 2 cuts there.
Yes.
And if the cut from the butt stops the fight, it's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it will be. Gee, it's going to get technical then, Gus, isn't it? Well, Marks comes in hard. He tries another body shot.
Right hand for right hand.
Yeah, I don't see him pawing at his eye to get the blood out, so he's not blood into the eye.
No. He seems to be, his vision seems to be okay.
Yeah, he hasn't pawed at it at all.
Nice right hook that rocked the mouth guard of Stephen Knox.
Oh, that's better. A lot better for Paulley there with a combination of punches to the facial region of Marks, and his corner telling him to motor on for the rest of this round. Big left hand from Matthew Paulley was a great punch. Oh, and the knee came up by accident. That was an accident, no doubt about that. He was moving forward so fast.
Has he gone too early?
And Marks is trying to fight back
I
here.
think he's got a snip. No, Marks is coming back.
Oh, Marks
What a
coming back
cracker
hard on
fight.
Paulley as Paulley backs into his corner. And
Both boys
Marks
loading up
has
now.
got a big punch from Stephen Marks and Matthew Paulley. And a great round.
I think Paulley's
fantastic
snuck
round
that
of
one in
boxing.
there.
Yeah.
I think
Gee
Paulley's
whiz.
right
Now watch, I'll call that Paulley.
Yeah, I think Matthew Paulley came back in with those solid pinpoint punches.
Oh, yes.
And another great
Really
round.
solid, Gus, those punches. Well,
Yeah,
you know.
I got the fight 3 points the difference in my card. You know, I'm going towards Paulley for those 3 points.
Yeah.
But my card is unofficial, of course.
Yes. He followed his corner's instructions, Gus, to the letter. Then
Yeah.
they told him he had to motor on.
Yeah.
He did so.
Yeah, I
And,
didn't like the way Stephen took those punches either, to tell you the truth. They all whacked right into him, Brian. And,
Yes.
That's correct, Gus.
Yeah, Brian, you saw the mount guard of Marks and one of them get the wobbles there or something, didn't you?
Yeah, well, his knee lifted a bit and his mouth guard went to the side. You know, it's a pretty good tell. You've walked in with a pretty hard punch when that happens.
Yeah,
These
Marks
guys
is-
are warriors, though. Let's not
Oh,
forget
yeah.
Stephen. And the trick is, you know, never let the other guy know when you're hurt.
Oh, of course not.
Unless
That's,
you've gone, that's the aim of the game.
in fact, Dermot Burton has the same theory when he was playing footy, Brian. Those exact sentiments exchanged.
That's correct.
I think Marks might have another cut.
Yeah, he when he came into the corner, amazingly, they hadn't sort of cleaned all the blood up there, and maybe couldn't have fully stopped that. So interesting to see what's the position is with there. That is a bad cut.
Yeah, that's a cut
yeah.
there.
That's to the side of the
So the
eye, or just
outside.
below it as well, or just to the
Yeah.
outside.
He had one under the eye, and now that
Yep.
one over the eye.
Yep.
It's a classy little left uppercut.
Yeah, very nice. Good little boxer. He's clever.
Very tall, Gus. You know, and for only
Very
four
interesting.
fights over the longer distance,
Yeah.
you know, he's adjusted well.
Very well.
Yes. Paulley now bouncing around a little bit more confidently this round. After that last round,
yeah.
he'd be feeling pretty good, I'd say. Both boys at the moment.
Yeah, Matthew Paulley's corner, his trainer there, Blue, calling for him to come on. Time to pick it up. Let's get going.
Yeah, you'd think that the pace of the fight, there's been a lot of body shots too.
Yeah.
I think that, as Gus said before, that the energy levels could have been sapped.
They got to sap you. Those punches down there really worry you.
To
They
the
accumulate.
sting out.
Stephen Marks working back into this round, scoring with the left jab and a left rip to the body.
He's not landing as many as he should, though. He's slipping. Matthew is slipping a lot of his punches.
He is. His eyes not floating at all. It's the boots on the other foot now, Gus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Mark's eye is obviously worse after the last round. Marks has the right arm over the top of Paulley there, but Paulley got out of that entanglement. Oh, nice crushing left hand from Paulley. Whoa, boy.
What a
It's
count.
very nice punch from Matthew
Well
Paulley.
timed. Yeah, I think
Stephen Marks presses forward again.
Stephen's going to land some punches.
It hasn't been Stephen Marks' round so far, that's for sure. Matthew Paulley has exerted more authority here, and the next 20 seconds will...
Very skillful.
to go.
Matthew is a very skillful fighter.
One punch, ricochet back in the boys.
On the roll.
They're going to finish this round hard. There's, Marks tries to take it up to Paulley, but gee whiz,
Paulley
Paulley
snuck another one, I think.
another one in there, I think. I don't think there's any doubt about that.
Yeah, it's
And Stephen Marks now has his job cut out. If we're right, he's got his job cut out now from now on.
punch. Very interesting. This is an interesting fight. I feel that Stephen is just slipping away from it now. He's getting overdone a bit.
A little bit. It doesn't seem though that Paulley's corner's all that happy with him.
No.
They seem to want him to stay on the toes of Stephen Marks. I think they smell a victory inside a bit if he can push forward that bit more.
Yeah.
Yes, they've been calling for him to do that.
Both boys have come out banging.
Last couple of rounds to the Paulley corner have been calling him to continually move forward and to take on the attack. Oh, now Marks has got a cut on his opposite eye now, his right eye. There's blood trickling.
Yeah. Cut it with both eyes. He's not doing too well to start this round either. And now wherever Paulley lands a punch in that upper head area, he's going to hit a cut, isn't he? Left or right.
Knox came in hard, but copped some punishment coming back from Paulley.
Yes. Yes, I think Stephen is slipping away from Stephen. Oh, the body punches, see? Golly, gee whiz.
Powerful body punches.
They could change the history of this, they could change the running of this fight very quickly.
Yeah, that's right.
Midsection and the short ribs of Paulley be feeling it now.
Like he wobbled, Steve.
Oh, some nice punches from Matthew Paulley now, motoring ahead here with the combination. Marks a little bit trying to fight back hard, but Paulley now trying to move the fight up into another dimension. Oh, the right hand court made its way home. Paulley now has decided perhaps this is his round. We'll try and end it.
He's putting his mark on it, that's for sure.
Oh, where's the ever? No pun intended, yes. And, breathing hard too, Paulley decided this was going to be good. Stephen Marks fights back hard! Fights back very hard as Paulley in his corner, thumping away at the midsection. He's working away, goes upstairs, and Jim Boland!
Oh, Jimmy Boland.
Oh, boy, that will be a controversial decision.
Yes, I thought that was a little bit premature.
Oh, boy.
A little bit premature. Most of those punches are missing there. You know that?
Some big punches in on the corner, Gus.
Most of those punches are missing.
Well, someone threw a canister of butter or cheese into the ring.
Yeah, well, I thought that, I don't know, the Paulley was suffering there, but more just as much riding the punches out as well.
I really think that he was a bit premature. I thought, looking at it, it's in our corner. It's right there, within 2 feet from us, and a lot of those punches are missing.
Yeah, they were, Gus. He didn't look under that much pressure at all.
Anyway, gentlemen.
Or distress, I should say.
We'll love you and leave it with us. I enjoyed your coming tonight, Stephen and Brian.
I enjoyed it immensely, Gus.
We'll see you a bit later.
Will do, Gus. Well, that's it's a big decision here tonight, Brian, isn't it? I mean...
well, it is, full credit to Stephen Marks, he hung in there. Matthew Paulley was going for it. We can all see that. He scored some lovely shots on Stephen.
Well, the referee's the closest one to the action, and Jim Boland, in his wisdom, thought that Paulley was in trouble in his corner, and he stopped the fight. Now, the crowd showed their displeasure because, unfortunately, in a poor fashion, threw debris into the ring, I noticed as well, Brian.
Yeah, that's very unsportsmanlike, Steve. I don't believe it. Well, it's a partisan Stephen Marks crowd too, so they shouldn't boo their own boy. He's in there doing the best he's done. The referee's called it as he's seen it. It was a hard fight between both boys. And when you look at the damage that gone into both of them over the period of the 8 rounds, wasn't really stopped prematurely. It's just...
Look, both boys had delivered substantial amount of body punishment to each other. It had been the eye cuts, but gee whiz, I mean, I got a shock.
Over there speaking to him.
It did happen very quickly. I got a bit of a shock when it was stopped the way it was, I must say. But as I said, the referee's closer than we are, and he may have thought that Paulley was in a bit of trouble. So the decision will stand. Brad Vicale, the president of the Australian National Boxing Federation, fantastic institution, Brian, that helping all of the state bodies on boxing, which I'm happy to be a member of, and happy to provide my assistance, is going to award the the title belt to Stephen Marks when Jim Bolton brings them back in.
In this country, yes. A lot of unnoticed things.
Oh, certainly, Brian.
Brother, congratulations. Is that right, Brian? Okay.
And here comes Jim Bolton and
Ladies
Howard
and
Lee.
gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, referee Jim Bolton stopped the contest. 1 minute 52 seconds of round 9, regaining the Australian Junior Welterweight Championship, the Macho Man, Stephen Marks. A big round of applause for Matthew Paulley. He fought Gully with a nasty cut on his left eye after round 2. Back to Gully to present Stephen Marks. Almost 2 years to the day since he beat Dindo Kanoi here, September 10, 1999. Stephen Marks, 3 cheers for the Macho Man. Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Stephen Marks. Stephen, Matthew Paulley, don't go away, Matthew. Come back just a moment. Come on, a big round of applause for Matthew Paulley. He defended against Darren Miller tonight. He's sustained a nasty cut. In round 2, he fought with courage personified. Matthew, you fought with great courage. Had to see the stoppage there.
Congratulations, Stephen, first. Very hard fight. He's able to win. He fought well. That was my fifth pro fight. I'm 22, so I'll be back. I'll give the time off, get back in the gym, and I'll come back.
Okay, very gracious. Southern assassin, Matthew Paulley. Stephen, congratulations. It's been a tough road for you. You don't fight much in Melbourne. We didn't see enough of you. Great memories. 2 years down the track, another Junior Welterweight Championship. Congratulations.
Thanks, Howard. First of all, I'd like to thank Matthew Paulley for the champion. Excellent fighter. Tough opponent. Happy birthday, Nick Burker. Wherever you are. I'd like to thank the sponsors. The Sausage King Boys. You had some good meats. Get out there to get the road inward. Westbound and Pullman. I want to thank the corner. Some good mates like Billy Gaper and Pete Down and the old man. They're out there supporting our one. The preparation on the week is good. And I want to thank the beautiful wives and Nancy for the strength. Everyone else, I hope you had a good night and thanks for the supporters.
Congratulations, Stephen Marks. 2 times now Junior Welterweight Champion of Australia. Hope you've enjoyed tonight's action. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your great support. Murray Thompson's 12th big show. You've been part of it in Fort Knox. We say protect yourself at all times, both physically and emotionally. Reach for the stars, my God bless. Peace on earth. We are one nation. We're going to fight for your rights. The power and the glory. Hallelujah. And keep punching. Good night. Good night, Steve. Good night, ladies and gentlemen.